From altar to outburst, a priest's fire and the bishop's hammer. Catholic Diocese of Aba in turmoil as Reverend Father Francis Anyanwu launches blistering attack against Bishop Ekema and faces immediate suspension. In what is now being described as one of the boldest and most explosive public confrontations in the Nigerian Catholic Church in recent years, Reverend Father Francis Ebere Anyanwu, a priest of the Catholic Diocese of Aba, has shocked the faithful and rattled the diocese to its core, not from the pulpit but from the pen. On a hot Tuesday afternoon, Father Francis took to the internet with fire in his bones, writing a direct and blistering letter to his diocesan bishop, Most Rev. Augustine Ndubueze Ekema. The public letter, burning with accusations, named and shamed fellow priests in what many are calling a holy rebellion or a clerical suicide mission. The accusations that set the diocese ablaze. In the open letter that has now gone viral on social media, Father Francis accused Bishop Ekema of orchestrating a silent conspiracy against him over the St. Benedict Parish signpost saga, alleged that the bishop uses tricks instead of truth and prefers gossip over due process, called out the bishop's cabinet of priests naming names and dropping scandals. Father Kelechi Anyanwu, allegedly notorious for rape-related police cases and unchecked lifestyle. Father Paul Nwakalim, accused of pedophilia, envy, gossip, and being the bishop's errand boy. Father Felix Onyugba, branded as a serial womanizer, accused of sexually manipulating women with unpaid debts and even sleeping with mothers and daughters alike. Father Innocent Ezewoko, accused of corrupting young boys in disturbing ways. The post reads like a Catholic tell-all, but instead of the confessional, the pulpit is now the battlefield. The bishop strikes back, a swift and firm decree of suspension. Just 48 hours after the outburst, the hammer fell. In a 3-page canonical decree dated July 17, 2025, Bishop Ekema officially suspended Reverend Father Francis Anyanwu from all sacred ministry, stripping him of his power to administer sacraments, his right to hold any church office, and his ability to function publicly as a priest. The bishop cited defamatory attacks on ecclesiastical authorities, persistent disobedience and refusal of correction, false allegations and public scandal, and a direct violation of a formal precept banning him from returning to Spain for studies. The decree, written in stern canonical language, paints Father Francis as a priest gone rogue, a man who, despite repeated warnings, chose confrontation over reconciliation. What happens next? While the bishop emphasized this suspension is medicinal and open to reversal if Francis repents, the priest has 10 days to file a canonical appeal, a process that could spark further tension in the church's internal corridors. In the meantime, Catholic faithful in Aba and beyond are left shocked, divided, and demanding answers. Some are praising Francis as a whistleblower and prophet. Others see him as a disgraced rebel, while many are just wondering, how deep does the rot really go? Public reactions pouring in. This is not just a letter, it is a cry from the altar. Facebook user. If these allegations are true, then the church must cleanse herself before preaching to others. Father Francis has thrown a thunderbolt. The bishop has replied with fire. This is just the beginning. Epilogue. Father Francis ended his letter with a chilling Igbo proverb. Ufo jifo, ufo ala afo. The lie that flies will someday land. A storm is brewing in Aba Diocese, and the whole church is watching. What are your thoughts? Is Father Francis a fearless truth-teller or a defiant rebel? Should the church investigate the priests he named, or is this a case of personal vendetta? Drop your comments, let's talk.